question.
Hey,
Wasn't actually that
some
loud that
sexy
time.
lady. It really wasn't. Maybe they changed it a little.
Yeah.
All right. Hey guys, welcome to the Misfortune Podcast. I'm Julius, and the other voice is Caden.
Hey guys.
Now, if you're misfortunate enough to have taken an interest in this show, we talk about anime, a lot of anime, movies, video games, and whatever else crosses our minds. But today, to open shit up, I want to talk about something else. You guys, I know we have like 6 subscribers, 2 of which may or may not be ourselves. But look,
I can either confirm or deny this.
I can't. Yeah. I gotta fucking say this, guys. Like, Black Lives fucking matter, dude. Like, holy shit. A lot of shit happened.
Wait, Julius, what did you just say?
What?
Well, I'll talk about it.
Is this controversial? Is this a controversial? No. So over the past month, a lot of eye-opening has gone on about about fucking institutional racism and all that shit in America. All right, and I just want to say, in the Misfortune Podcast, we fucking support the BLM movement. I know only 6 subscribers care about that fact, but I needed to get that shit out there.
Yep.
I personally say fuck the police. That's my hot take. All right, I know that's a very controversial take right now, but yeah.
I get a load of this guy. Unpopular opinion.
Yeah. Oh, he doesn't like the police, does he? Oh. No, but yeah, this past month has just been so fucking.
It's been insane,
crazy, and this
honestly.
entire year is just like now the fucking Saharan dust is coming over
the
fucking
dude, I'm
country.
waiting for it. I'm waiting to wake up and look out my window and just black.
I'm ready to see the fucking 4 horsemen of the apocalypse roll up here in a minute. But it's just so fucking, and it's hard, being a youngin and not being able to vote yet.
It's hard not being homophobic.
It's extremely hard.
Yeah, man, I'm really having difficulty doing that.
Suppressing those views.
Suppressing my racist ideals. I mean,
but on a more serious note, like being a youngin, it's kind of hard. I really want to vote. Like I really do. I want to fucking vote in anything possible in any election, local, state, national level. But right now, I'm kind of a little boy who has not reached the age of 18 yet. So honestly, I've just been trying to do anything that's possible, petitions and shit. I was gonna start posting those on my Insta. It's some petitions.
Yeah, we got him on the Instagram grind.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, it's. I just needed to say that this is where we fucking stand on the fucking political the dichotomy right now. That's where we are. But no, yeah, it's just I fucking hate seeing this shit every day, seeing a new name come up, seeing another video of cops aggressing on fucking minorities. It pisses me off. Just be
nice.
I've had
just be nice. It really shouldn't even be that hard. Not even be nice. Just
vote, people. Holy shit.
Just be
burning down a Wendy's. Okay, here's another thing I want to say. Burning down a fucking Wendy's, that's not gonna do shit. Okay.
Yeah, I saw
fucking riot. And you know what? I'm gonna say these. Okay, and I'll say this. There are obviously some black writers, and in their case, I say some of those people are like usually poorer, and like they're just lashing out and aggression. Or not aggression. They're lashing out and like in response to all the violence that's been enacted upon them, and I think it's completely fine. But like you fucking white people, like well-off white people raiding like Adidas stores, like, and burning down fucking
Did you
This
see-
shit has to stop.
Did you see there's a video of these guys raiding an anime gift shop? They're
Yeah.
literally like running out with waifus.
Look, that's the only justified case.
That's the only justified rioting.
No, but seriously, I would seriously discourage just protesting and just rioting, and I would also, discourage doing those things alone. People, please fucking vote. You want to know who fucking appoints the police chief in a fucking police department? You want to know who gets to clean out all that shit? Your mayor,
Democracy.
your
Wait,
local, your mayor, your local legislators. Like, those are the people who get shit done. People, that's a really fucking dumb take I heard. Is people going like, while Obama stood by all those years that he was in office and didn't do shit about police brutality. Oh, sorry. I'll be right back.
Oh. Well, Julius is gone, guys. On that note, just be nice. Honestly, it's...
Alright, back on my rant.
Oh, he's back.
Back on my rant. These motherfuckers who are saying, like, Obama didn't do shit either. It's like, motherfucker, he's the president. You want him to come down to the local police departments and be like, fucking, yep, I'm overruling.
He rains down, broadsword in hand.
Yeah, it's like
riding horseback.
People expect them to be fucking monarchs, which I understand now with the way Trump's been behaving with fucking
whoa.
The military and shit. And he looks like as dumb as ever with the fucking ramp gate, like, or the ramp shit. Like he couldn't go down the ramp. He couldn't drink water. He had a lot of trouble walking down a certain ramp recently.
Oh.
And he looked absolutely fucking stupid drinking water. His rally was an absolute failure. Guys, vote this motherfucker out.
Dude, that was pretty funny, honestly. That the picture of him coming back from the rally.
Oh my, that video
and nobody was there.
That video.
That was honestly kind of like that made
gorgeous. It was the highlight of his presidency.
That almost made me feel bad for him. Almost. Until I realized what the cause of it was.
Yeah,
that was
exactly.
pretty funny.
He's like a fucking upset fucking teenage girl coming home from prom.
He's a shell of his former self.
Exactly. He's a fucking shell. Fuck that guy. Vote him out in fucking November, bitches. Anyways, that's my political rant of the month, you people. That's all.
Dude, honestly, some of the shit going on. I saw a video this past week, and it honestly, like, it's a lot of the videos that I've watched, they're like it's just the tip of, like, yeah, that's honestly, like, that's horrible, that's really bad, that's super sad. But this video
go ahead.
This video I saw, it was on, I swear to God, it almost made me like throw up. It got me super pissed up because it was this guy, and he was getting arrested in a hotel. I think he was like an exterminator, and he uses like some sort of BB gun or something.
Oh, I remember. I saw this video. Yeah.
And yeah, dude, the cop just shoots him just because he couldn't follow like a game of Simon Says.
Yeah, he goes to the guy goes back to pull up his shorts, and and then the guy fucking lights him up. And honestly, the shit that the police have been doing, it should honestly all be like it's all cruel and unusual punishment, and it's like.
Honestly,
it's fucking unconstitutional, and
it is a violation of the Constitution.
It's all the videos are so fucking disturbing, and but the worst part about it is this shit has probably been happening for like decades, but now we can just film it with our phones because everyone's got a little fucking high quality camera in their hands. I've seen some infuriating shit too with the protests, the way they've been treating the peaceful protesters, like fucking even more cases where Black men and women are getting fucking assaulted and shit by the cops for not doing anything. Like, it's so fucked up, and I have no reservations. I was just saying fuck the police now. I even put it in my fucking bio. Like, yeah, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah. Which I think from what I've seen, the police in our area, at least where we live, and an undisclosed location, I think they've been handling it like really well.
A random location.
And a random location.
Yeah, apparently our cops have been like better with the peaceful protesters. Yeah. I don't actually know.
They've been like communicating with them from what I've seen.
Yeah, I haven't heard any bad shit. Right.
He works pretty closely with the police, and at least in the specific town we live in, and not that other big one that's near us. They've been handling it pretty well. I think.
Caden, have you heard of the concept of defunding the police?
Oh, I most certainly have.
What's your whole take on do you have a take on that, or I mean, do you not know enough about it to say anything?
Well, in my history class, and I might get some of the statistics and the numbers wrong, but I know the basic idea of it. In my history class this past year, we learned about how I think it was like we spend like 5%
of the police
of our salary on the police,
and the thing, yeah,
North Korea spends like 95% or something like that, but our 5% is like over double their 95%, which is just insane. Like that we spend more than 2 times on our military than I think, or our police, or maybe it is our military, than any other country.
Which is why it is fucking stupid when conservatives and nationalists and the like all go like, we need a stronger military, we need to invest more in the military, we need to keep consistently investing in the military like we are right now. When it's like, motherfucker, we could literally destroy every fucking nation in the world.
There's a reason why we haven't really lost any battles or wars. I mean, we have, but like not to an extremely detrimental
exactly, yeah,
degree.
But like with the nuclear power we have, like,
oh yeah,
North Korea honestly probably is
like any other country.
I think North Korea is bullshitting when it comes to their nukes and shit. I think the U.S. outnumbers them in nukes. By,
no, Julius, the people that said that they have no coronavirus cases. What? No way.
Oh man, I can't wait to move there in a couple years.
North Korea?
No.
Yeah, I'm real excited for that one.
I mean,
the Misfortune Podcast takes North Korea. Man, I'm really excited for that episode.
Now we're gonna get fucking nuked. But look, I mean, speaking of fucking interesting political and philosophical shit, you know, Caden and I watched a little film. It's called Ghost in the Shell.
Oh yes, we did.
And I liked it. I think I liked it.
It's one of those shows where you can't really, or movies where you sometimes can't really tell.
It's
a weird one.
Yeah, no, well, the one movie I can compare it to is Akira, obviously.
Oh,
it's
100%.
Like a much less wild and crazy Akira, despite the fact that it has its own crazy shit going on. Like, I had to read what this movie was actually fucking about afterwards. Like, I had to fucking look up what the storyline was about.
The only reason why I knew was because I saw the summary before I went into it.
Right. I think mainly the reason why I like first of all, we watched the dub. I don't think the dub is very good.
No, it's not.
The dub is not very good, and it's very dated.
It's like a 90s dub, but at the same time, like the original Evangelion dub, that wasn't awful. That wasn't horrible.
No, it wasn't terrible. There were some standouts in the 90s. There were some standout dubs in the 90s, but I just think
some things that are not as.
The line delivery was very bland, and to the opposite effect. Huh?
Especially the major.
That's the person you would least want to have bland line delivery. Like, for the person who's a crossover between like robot and human, like you wouldn't want her to be fucking just bland as shit, you know? But maybe if I watched it subbed, I would have a different experience. But another thing that kind of, I feel like I would digest this movie better in like a book or a manga form. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure there's a manga. Like, I feel like I would like it more reading it. But another thing that kind of, like, I felt very distracted by like the visuals because they were fucking amazing. Like,
the visuals were awesome.
Really good visual. I was just kind of like exploring the scenery and shit, and I was like, "Whoa, what the fuck? Oh, this is fucking."
It's cool. A very unique landscape. I think that's what goes into like making a lot of good anime movies, especially because anime movies, like their animation and the landscape that they depict, that can really change a movie.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, if you have shit background, it's gonna be shit. Yeah.
There's a reason why anyone who's like an anime fan in general can look at the end of Evangelion poster and like not even see the words, not the characters, like just the background itself, and they'll know exactly what that is because
exactly. It's among those 80s and 90s anime classics that are like super iconic to everyone. Like, Caden said this, but I'll just go ahead and fucking steal it from him.
Fuck.
Pretty sure everyone, even if they don't watch anime, like knows Ghost in the Shell in some respect. Like just
Yeah.
like the poster or even like the basic concept, like the part where she goes invisible and beats the shit out of that dude. That's like probably the most iconic scene
Oh,
from the
that's awesome.
movie.
Yeah.
And yeah, that shit is awesome. I'm still kind of wondering the process that went into that scene, honestly.
I think what they did was they actually, well, maybe they might have actually animated her and then just taken her out
Yeah, you could take
afterwards.
her maybe like your cell or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Reading about what it was actually about though was actually pretty fucking interesting. Like, what the puppet master was saying was actually super fucking interesting because
It was
it's
very in depth.
like half of this movie is them literally just spouting philosophical shit. Like
Yeah, I
literally
know.
in
And
casual
that's
dialogue, and I think that's cool. I think that's fine, but like that makes me care less about the plot for some reason.
yeah. Sorry, I was taking a sip of my
Nah,
coke.
it's alright.
No, I think and Ghost in the Shell 2 also does this. More so,
Oh my
most
god!
likely.
Like to an overwhelming
Dude,
like
they're
amount.
they're just spewing out quotes
Quotes,
left and right.
yeah, exactly. But we'll get to that
We'll get
when we
into
get to
that,
that.
but like in this one, it's definitely more like, um, not that the second one isn't, but like sort of the not typical, but like the self discovery, like who am I, who are you, like what's our
What the
relationship,
fuck is yeah, exactly.
that sort of thing.
Yeah, I thought there were some great set pieces in this movie, like that action scene, like that chase scene, and I thought the scene at the end where she fights the big fucking tank thing was pretty fucking cool as
That
well.
looks great. I really like. So the thing with this movie is the sound design.
Oh yeah,
That's fucking great.
it really is.
Because I remember in the last fight, like from what I remember, there's not a whole lot of music until like the very end of the fight, where it's like very orchestral music.
Yeah,
But like,
yeah.
during the fight, it's like sort of just silent, other than
It is.
sound
I
effects
think
and people talking.
I think that really works for it. And another thing that I have to commend about this movie is the fucking music. Like
Oh,
that
absolutely.
theme is really iconic and good
It's
and good.
incredible Akira vibes, but like
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
it definitely has its own.
It may even be the same composer. I'm not even sure.
Yeah, maybe. I wouldn't be surprised if it
It
was.
has a very similar fucking kids doing chorus and shit, or not kids, but like kids sounding people.
Yeah, high-pitched voices.
Yeah. Overall, I liked the movie. It's like there's a lot of shit going on, and like in terms of like the political and like overall overarching plot and shit.
Yeah, I
Like
was talking
if
about
you
like
miss lines of dialogue, you'll miss important plot details.
it's talking about like I forget what the technical term is, but like protection when you're in another country and
Diplomatic
like
immunity.
diplomatic immunity. Yes, like how certain countries can't touch you. Like for whatever reason, that's a really big like source of plot in this movie.
Oh yeah, for
And
sure.
it's weird to think that diplomatic immunity would would play such a major role in a movie like this, but it does, and it works.
Well, it's just because it involves like pretty much. So I don't really I still don't really understand. So what are like the sections? Are so they're not cops. They're like a
They're part of
separate
the
entity, right?
military, I
The
think.
the military. Okay, I was just wondering. But like
Or
they're their own thing because in the second movie they're like you're not some fucking special forces people who can go out and put hits on other people, you know.
yeah.
Uh,
Or
huh.
maybe it sounds like they might be like privately owned scientists.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe just some corporation.
The movie gave me a lot of really good creepy like 90s anime vibes, especially with the scene where the puppet master's talking as the blonde android and
Yeah.
yeah, like that shit that was fucking creepy and I thought it worked.
Yeah. I think all the characters sort of they they're good and like in their own rights, if that makes sense. Like they all sort
Yeah.
of they all play sort of a role in the
I'll
end.
play a different role exactly.
like Bateau,
Yeah.
the the silver blonde, whatever color his hair is, guy.
Right.
Like, I think he does a really good job. As like he's sort of there, and he obviously knows the major. I forget her
Motoko?
Toko Kusanagi. Yeah, that's her name. Um, he obviously he knows her pretty well, and he's pretty close with her, and you can sort of tell that, and it's
Yeah.
very evident, and that like the fact that, and I really like how there was sort of a callback to this in the second movie too, how whenever she doesn't have any clothes on or anything like that, he puts his jacket over her, and he
Right.
does
Yeah.
too. And I think that's really cool. That just shows like how close they are and that sort of thing. And then there's the guy who he's sort of like the new guy and the whatever the corporation this is, or whatever. And his I like how his defining character trait is that he doesn't like using like automatic guns, and he just uses this old revolver.
Yeah, and that's the funny thing is, like, I can understand, not in like a real life situation, obviously, but like in video games, sometimes I'll just want to whip out a fucking revolver. Sometimes it's more fun to
Yeah.
use those
Yeah.
guns than like a fucking machine gun. Yeah, all the characters were certainly, they had their own little things going on, and yeah, I like movie.
I like.
It's a good movie. Good.
Which I guess leads us into, unless you wanted to say something else.
No. We can talking about Ghost in the Shell 2, Innocence.
All right. This movie, this is not the same. I'm just gonna say it right now.
What are you gonna say?
Know what the fuck is happening for half. I don't know what this movie is about.
You know what? It was actually the complete opposite for me.
Really?
Like I could follow the plot in this movie to a reasonable degree. Where it started losing me was when they went to that big city with the festival and shit, and I was like,
okay, yeah, same here. That's when it lost me. But
I don't know.
Especially
then when they said they were going to Locus Solus or whatever the fuck it's called, I was like, okay, so this is just where they were gonna go
or something. But what are those people?
I don't know. They're like, they make things.
Oh, they make the sex robots.
Yeah, no, yeah. They're the ones that are purported. No, they made the sex robots, and they're trying to like get them on the fact that they kill people.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say I think I like the second one more than the first one, to be honest.
Are you serious?
I really like this movie. I think okay. One flaw about it is that they do be saying a lot of quotes, though.
Dude, there's, especially in the last half, because I remember I was on Kiss Anime and I read like through the comments, like just skimmed through really quick before I read, and it was like if I had a penny for every time they make a quote.
Yeah.
They're just rattling off quotes.
And then they repeat them sometimes.
And then yeah, they say the same one. What's happening?
Yeah.
What are you seeing?
No, that is definitely one big con about this movie, is they do way too much quote drop. At first, it's like kind of cool, it's like, oh, they got this very academic vibe about them. They're very wise, or maybe sage would be a better. They're very sage-like, and they can just drop these like fucking quotes from philosophers and shit. But that to me just tells me that like they couldn't do as good of a job incorporating it into regular dialogue, so they had to have them say quotes.
Exactly. Yeah.
But other than that, I really like this movie. I think I really like Bato and that other guy as the main characters.
His name.
I think they have a pretty good dynamic, and it seems very much like more of a buddy cop movie than kind of like the first one.
Exactly. How like originally Bato was the Major's partner, and now he's working with him, and how their relationship sort of works after the whole incident of her disappearing.
No, yeah, exactly, and I think that worked well. I think this was a good like standalone kind of sequel with some obviously some tie-ins to the first one.
Now when I think back on it, so for those of you who don't know, all 6 of you, I went on vacation. Four. I went on vacation this past week. I got back. Don't hate me, all right? I wore a mask and everything.
Yeah.
But I got back. Yesterday? And I watched it yesterday in preparation for the podcast. But I was so fucking tired. I remember it was 10 o'clock, and I was having so much trouble keeping my eyes open. And I was like, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna stay up, and I'm gonna stay up late so I can sleep to stay up for tomorrow. But like I remember I finished the movie at like 12:30, and I didn't even I think what happened was because the ending's sort of a little bit blurry. I can still remember like sort of, but I think what happened was like the last 3 minutes of the movie, it just wouldn't load. So it's just like, fuck this, I'm going to sleep.
Fuck all this noise.
Yeah, but when I look back, now that I look back on it, it wasn't as bad as I think I really imagined it, but it's just such a weird all around.
It's really strange.
It's really weird.
And that's what I like about it, baby. The
first one's weird too.
It's a huge difference from the first movie. This movie is like action heavy.
Oh, dude,
every 15 minutes we're getting an action scene, you know?
The action in this movie, that's what I wanted to talk about. That's really good.
Like the Yakuza scene, like, oh, that shit was pretty fucking dope.
The Yakuza scene was really good. And then the scene where I like how they're having like, so I wanted to know who was hacking into their brains. Who was that? I'm
not sure. I'm thinking it's like the so at the very end, like it's revealed that like they would take these kids. This is me extrapolating what I got from the plot, but they take these kids. I don't know if it was from the Yakuza or something, and they would make them the ghosts of like these sex androids that they were making.
I remember that now. Yeah.
And so fuck. What was your fucking original question again? I just got lost thinking about this.
It was just well, I was just talking about, you know, like the action scene. Well, like who hacked into their brains?
Who hacked? Okay. So I think it's implied because Bato tells that little girl the little girl that comes out of like the little machine where she's being made a ghost of the androids. I think he's like, think of all the mayhem you've caused, and like I don't know, but it seemed like it was somewhat implied that like she indirectly hacked into him too. I'm not sure. Honestly, it was probably dropped in like a line of dialogue and I missed it, but I thought without even though I don't fully understand it, like I thought that scene was really fucking cool too, and like really I thought it really portrayed the paranoia of being a android pretty well, or like a half android.
Yeah. I think the action scene, well, that's sort of what I was leading into, is that like the action scenes where their brains are getting hacked into, those are both really good. I think it happens to Bateau twice. It happens when he's in the marketplace, which I think that was really cool.
Yeah,
that was really well. I was about to say shot, but you know what I mean. And then at the end, which I didn't really understand, that where they're in the mansion and he keeps on repeating the same thing over.
I was starting to be like, okay, so are we just devolving into mindfuckery at this point?
Yeah, but I was like, is this some Evangelion shit?
Yeah. Another con about this movie is the heavy CGI use. It was a little off-putting, I'll admit. There were some roastable scenes, but there were also some okay scenes. Like I think the parade scene was fine with the CGI.
So yes, there's some very good CGI, especially when, you know, they're the parade thing and then outside the mansion.
Yeah,
that thing looked really good. But I forget, it showed a close-up of like a bug or something in the beginning of the movie. I forget specific, or it was a bird. It showed a close-up of a bird, and I swear to God, it looks awful. It looked horrendous.
Oh yeah. No, yeah, you're right. That looked like
not very good.
Yeah.
But
it was very hit or miss.
Yeah.
I really liked it though.
I don't know. I think just because I couldn't 100% understand it, that sort of threw me off. But now that I'm looking back on it, I think it was good.
So that's fucking the Ghost in the Shell movies, even though there's 40 more.
Yeah. Are there actually? No.
There's a lot.
They're TV shows, I thought.
They're
yeah.
Then I
Which
just thought they were movies.
Apparently the major is in every single one of them. I don't know how that works.
those are like different. It's either like different, like
They're
it's a
in
reboot or a
they're
remake
in
or
different universes, I think. Like all of them are sort of standalone type
yeah,
things that take place maybe after Ghost in the Shell.
right.
It's weird. This is a weird
Yeah.
universe. There's one that's
It's
literally
very
like
strange.
airing right now, pretty sure, or it was supposed to. Go like
Yeah, the franchise is it's still going on and shit. And
there's
with
one called like Ghost in the Shell SAC 2045 or something like that.
that's a mouthful.
Yeah, it's a long time, but it was like just aired or something, or it's airing right now. I don't know. It's weird.
By the way, you guys, you better not fucking isolate that clip. We're just gonna
Clip
we're
that.
just gonna move on. No, clip
Chat,
it.
don't clip that.
Chat, don't clip that. Uh, one other thing I want to talk about Ghost in the Shell too is I thought the Motoko coming back for a little bit was pretty cool. You know, for one last ride, as Dominic Toretto would say.
I was waiting for it to happen.
Yeah.
I figured it was gonna happen.
When
I
the
just
when the
didn't know.
androids started coming out, right?
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah, good.
I didn't get the Guardian Angel thing though. How she was there. He was
How
like,
she was always there.
yeah. I don't.
Well, she
You know
says after I'll always be there in like the net and shit. I don't really understand that either.
I don't know. Weird.
But yeah, long
That's
running
good.
franchise. You know, you got the fucking ScarJo movie, which is probably shit.
I think they might be milking it a little bit too much at this point.
Yeah, it may be time to end the Ghost in the Shell franchise. All right. So we're going to move on. I'm gonna move on to the next topic.
Here it is. I've been dreading this.
Let's see. What do we got here? Since we're still on the topic of anime, I guess we'll talk about my thoughts on Soul Eater so far.
Oh, okay. Not yet.
Let's talk about my fucking thoughts. So I think Soul Eater is a show with some pros and some cons.
Oh,
all right.
mind you guys. So I spent the night at Julius's house. But what? I guess like a week and a half ago now. Yeah. I got Julius to start rewatch. So I rewatched Soul Eater. I'm rewatching all my shows. I'm just going through the whole catalog. But I rewatched Soul Eater recently, and I went over to Julius's house, and I'm like, "Hey, you should watch this show." So I got him to start watching it a little bit. Yes. Yeah,
I've watched about like 13 episodes at this point, and yeah, I think it's got some fucking pros and cons. So one of my first pros is it's one of my favorite shows ever visually.
Really?
Visually, yeah.
Okay,
I really like. I really pro. It's one of my favorite shows.
Yeah.
Pro. It's one of my favorite shows visually. Like I love the character designs. I love the world. And the animation gets really fun, especially one episode in particular in which Tsubaki fights her brother. That episode was
good. That episode was very good.
The animation was fire. I also think the characters are cool as concepts. I think Black Star is probably my favorite so far. Black Star, and I really like Krona. I like how neurotic he is.
He plays so right now he's sort of like a background character, but you're gonna like he plays like a very big role towards the end of it.
Okay.
Not like it's gonna come down to whether or not he dies, but like he's in the show a lot more. I mean,
So another, I think so here are the cons that I have with this show. So
I fucking hate it.
It's terrible. It's fucking terrible.
It's just not a good show.
One thing is, the characters to me feel like kind of one-dimensional so far. Other than Tsubaki. Tsubaki got her episode. She got her day. I thought that was fine. But so far, they just seem like base-level character ideas that I feel like aren't being expanded upon. Like, Death the Kid likes symmetry because he does. Like, that's just the way it be. And it's like, I'd like to see more of like why the way they are the way they are, and like if they're gonna change at all, because they haven't gone through a lot of change. But I mean, it's not necessary. But I'm wondering.
So here's the thing. Here's the thing with that. The majority of the characters, there's some who don't get this, but the majority of the characters, like they get their own sort of little backstory, episodes, similar to how Tsubaki, she had to fight her brother. Black Star, he sort of got it a little bit in that episode, but you know,
Yeah, a little bit.
not necessarily on his backstory, but just like his thought process, like how, you know, why he's so set on like winning and surpassing
Yeah.
quote unquote. And then, you know, they expand a lot on Maka and Soul's relationship towards the end of the show too.
Okay.
I think that's very good. And then also like every little character has their own backstory. Like every single one of them have like their own little story to tell, and because you're still on like the Medusa arc.
Who the fuck's Medusa's the fucking
The Krona.
the nurse witch. Yeah,
Her.
Yeah, I guess you could call it that, right?
You know, like she has her own backstory, and then like Stein, he has an extremely good backstory. Stein plays a very big role towards the end of the show. Like he's future, like he gets his own episodes and that sort of thing, which I like because Stein is my favorite character in that show.
All right.
But,
I think I like him too. Okay, so another con I have is that I don't like the tone of the show. I think personally, if it were a little more like serious and took itself a little more seriously, I'd like it a lot more. They have like weirdly timed jokes at like weird scenes, and I don't know. I think I'd just like it better. I'd like it better if it took itself a little more seriously with like the fights and the relationships and everything.
Here's the thing with that too. So one of my favorite fights is, you haven't gotten to it. It's towards the end of the show, but it's Black Star versus Mifune again. The swords.
Okay. Oh yeah.
They actually fight a few times during the show, but it's their last fight. And so the best way I can describe, because you know in the beginning it's kind of like silly, but that's a very serious fight. And the best way I can describe, I know you don't like this movie, but like the best way I can describe it is like, so the beginning of the show is like your first few Harry Potter movies, where it's like it's fun and we're all having fun and we're all kids and we're all just enjoying life, and here's a bad guy, we gotta take him down, like. But then towards the end, it's very Deathly Hallows-esque. Okay. It's very like, we're fucked unless we do something.
Okay.
We're 100% on the losing side as of right now.
I don't know. I just like I tend to like it more when like shit has stakes and like and like there's something to lose in every fight, and it just feels like when they're fucking joking around going like, oh
yeah,
it just feels kind of silly to me.
You'll get more stakes towards the end. I'm not a huge fan of like the very last fight, but like towards the end, I think the show gets really good. This isn't really a spoiler. It's just
okay.
Saying some. The show gets really good after Medusa isn't the main villain.
Oh well, I knew there was gonna be other villains.
Okay, yeah.
Maybe other orcs and shit.
But after Medusa, because she's in the show like the entire time.
Yeah.
But after a little while, she becomes like not the main villain. I think probably about like halfway through the show, a little over halfway maybe.
Yeah, that's with a lot of anime villains, is they become like just kind of recurring characters instead of the main bad guy.
Yeah, that's how it goes. But
another con I have about this show is that I feel the fights look really good, but I just personally feel emotionally disconnected from them. That is a strictly personal thing, and like obviously I don't think I would call like objective in any way, but it is an objective fact that I feel emotionally disconnected from these fights. I don't know why. Like,
fight.
Yeah, I thought it looked really cool, but like I just could not get into the emotions of it because it felt a little underdeveloped to me, and like just kind of one episode and her brother's dead and like not built up at all.
So the Tsubaki fight, like, sorry, I just hit my mic.
Sorry, you just cut out.
Oh, my bad. With the Tsubaki fight, it's like that I can understand how you'd be pretty disconnected from it, but like during the episode, imagine like all the emotional fights like in the future. They're like the Tsubaki fight, except they actually have stakes and there's build up to it.
Okay, all right.
And it gets good. And I mean, some of them they're like, yeah, it's just sort of a one-off fight,
right?
And it's like we've discovered a new ability. There's
Yeah.
this. But um, like I said, towards the end of the show is when everything starts getting more serious, and
Yeah. The stakes
there's a build up, and
raised.
there's very, you get to see a lot of emotion. Not
And
that you don't now, but you get
this
to
is
see
another
more.
temporary. So I guess all these cons have just been based in the fact that I haven't watched a majority of the show. But another thing I feel right now at this moment in the show is that the story feels very floaty, and like we're just kind of doing this fight and then we're doing
There
this thing
is
randomly.
there is not much. One could argue it's not necessarily filler. There's still like emotional stuff,
Right.
or sorry, not emotional, like like important things to the plot, but like that's only like a little bit of the episode, and then the rest is sort of filler. So like you have to watch the episode still to understand fully.
Yeah.
But like, so as of right now, in the beginning of shows, it's more about development. And I think one could argue that since this show is so much longer than a lot of anime, I shouldn't say most, but like, a lot of anime that I've seen is only like 24 episodes, or
Yeah.
around the 20 to 30 range. Um, one could argue since it's longer that there's more area for development.
No,
So that's sort
yeah,
of what's
I agree.
happening right now, but after everything's established, because Medusa still isn't extremely established as of right now as like a
Okay.
main villain.
So I actually thought about this topic and this question about not just anime but like TV shows in general. So like what do you think about waiting until a show gets good? Or like recommending that people keep watching until it like gets good? Like what do you think about that?
I think so. Like I'm doing that right now. Like I'm still like trying to convince friends to watch Evangelion, and they're like at the
Right.
beginning, they're like, "This is terrible. I'm so bored." I'm like, I can assure you, the
Do you
show gets
think
good.
Okay, but do you think those people are blameless or they're like do you think you can blame them like for
No,
if it's their personal boredom, you know?
no. Like I can genuinely understand that, but I mean, like with the show, like when I have friends that can literally watch a 24 episode show in one day.
Right.
Like
I don't
I'm gonna
understand
tell
that.
them, I'm gonna tell them like, hey, if you think it's boring, and I'm telling you this is the greatest show I've ever watched in my entire life, watch the entire show.
If it's
And
24
then,
episodes, I think that's reasonable and like
yeah,
over a
yeah,
fair amount of time because ultimately like watching TV is a much bigger time investment than like watching a movie. Cuz watching a movie you get that gratification much quicker of oh, this is where it gets good. But like
yeah.
TV, like 5 episodes of anime is actually like 2 hours. So like you're
But
watching
also,
24 episodes, that's like almost 10 hours, you know?
yeah, but I mean, also that gives you a lot more room. TV shows give you a lot more room to expand, and
Oh, for sure, yeah.
which I think
Got its many pros and cons.
that's its advantage over movies. And movies
Yeah.
obviously have their advantage, because movies, they have the opposite effect, and sometimes that's better.
Yeah, right.
Like with Your Name. Like Your Name, I went through a lot more emotions during that show than I did with some of the anime that I've seen.
Yeah, right.
Or not even
Yeah, it
anime, just
varies.
any
It
TV
varies.
show.
It definitely varies, but like yeah, the way I see it is yeah, and like watching anime and TV shows in general is just a fucking huge time investment, which is fucking rich because guess what, motherfuckers?
I was about to
I've
say,
I started watching One Piece.
we have an infinite amount of time, so.
You know what? Yeah, it's the perfect time to start watching a 930 episode anime.
Which, speaking of which, so in these parts at least, masks are now mandatory, and it sounds like
Uh-oh.
oh, mandatory masks, but they don't do anything.
You're
What's the
abridging
point?
my constitutional rights.
I swear to God, I hate that. I hate it so much. But not only that, but it sounds like school might be virtual.
School is canceled.
School is canceled, so we're gonna be having a
this
lot more free time.
This cancel culture shit that's going on with COVID right now has to stop. COVID is canceling all this shit.
But also, I was going to say, sort of a big announcement for the podcast, at least, and for you.
Pod.
A little bit off topic here, but marching bands. So you boys know I'm in bands. Call me a band nerd. I don't really care. Call me Carson viewer. I don't really care. All right. Marching bands seemingly will not happen this year.
Oh, you persecuted people have been set free.
And in past years, we took a little bit of a extended hiatus, in between, I think, episodes 3 and 4 or something like that. And I think one cause of that was because I'm in band, so like literally all of August for sure. Like there's nothing but band for me. The last like week of July and then all of August, it's just nothing but bands. And then all of fall through like the beginning of winter, it's sort of the same deal. Not as extreme. But with this year, it sounds like marching band probably won't happen. So
yeah,
that means we'll be able to record like full length episodes during like from August to around November.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, it'll be fucking sweet.
Yeah, I'm excited about that. That means, even though it might throw me off the schedule of every year having like 4 months taken out of my life.
Yeah.
I think it's definitely good to it'd be good for me to take a little bit of a break from this because it's it takes a toll on your body.
Yeah, it's
in your mind,
and it's terrible.
It's fun. It's super fun.
Oh, it can be fun, right?
It's amazing memories doing this, but like also it sucks.
It also sucks.
It also is terrible. But I think that's something that everybody can agree on. Even our teachers in band, they're like, yeah, it sucks. It's terrible. We know, but like, it pays off in the end, and it absolutely does. Like, we take a trip to San Antonio, and we put it all together, and we get to perform our last show, and it's really awesome. Like, there's nothing that can come close to that. But at the same time,
seems cool, yeah.
If there's a virus going on, yeah, I understand if it's not going to happen.
Right.
And I don't have an issue with not doing marching band if that means I don't get the coronavirus.
So I mean, this has nothing to do with what you're just talking about, but I think after watching one man called Funny Aaron on Twitch, I think I want to start a Twitch channel. I feel like it would be really fucking fun to do.
I honestly, I want to. I'm considering like getting back into YouTube because there's nothing better to do. There's honestly not much to do.
Yeah, except but streaming just seems really fun to me and like talk. Even though I would have no audience.
Yeah.
Have you listened to the Misfortune podcast, sir? No, you haven't. You haven't. The fact is, you have not. So I just think that'd be fucking fun. I don't know. I'm gonna.
Yeah, dude.
Buy like a fucking headset or some shit because I don't have a mic. So I fucking don't want to do it. What?
You got the blue snowball.
You can't plug that one into the Xbox. You'd have to get like
on the Xbox.
No, yeah, I was gonna do it on Xbox because my Mac is literal shit. Unless you want to see me stream Roblox, then like.
Here's the thing. Dude, you buy Steins Gate. I found out Steins Gate Elite can essentially run on any computer.
Oh, I can stream that.
Steins Gate Elite. I've been playing that. Originally, I might be sort of exposing myself here. I think I might have talked about it a little bit on the last podcast too, when we were talking about our Steins Gate thing. But
yeah,
I quote unquote legally downloaded from a completely legal site.
Yeah, we know Caden went through all the legal procedures to get this game, to obtain this video game.
I absolutely paid money for this video game in the first place. I did not download it from any illegal sites.
But he also pirated it in a video game. In a video game.
Pirated it in Roblox.
And GTA 5 roleplay.
And GTA 5, yes. but there was a weird bug on on the game when it first came out, and I guess this website, I mean Steam, hadn't fixed it. So essentially, I couldn't get past a certain stage in the game. But Steam Summer Sale
Yeah, baby.
this year, and I have my
To the Root
computer.
Sandstorm.
I have my computer now. So you should actually edit that in. Just a little snippet of Darude. I have my computer now. So I was like, I gotta
I'm gonna
buy
get
something.
one.
Yeah. So I bought Steins Gate Elite. I found out it runs on my crappy old laptop, and I have a wired PS3 controller for my Raspberry Pi that I don't know where it is anymore. But I found out you just download these drivers from a website and the PS3 controller works. So I've been playing Steins Gate Elite on a PS3 controller, just laying down in my bed.
And just fucking vibing and going through the Steins Gate story, you know, it's
and it's good. Nice. So you could do that. We could stream Steins Gate
Elite. Stream
together.
Steins Gate, yeah, that'd be fun.
Steins Gate Elite multiplayer. We can role play. Yeah, you can be Okabe, I'll be Kurisu.
Oh, that'd be hot.
So yeah, Steins Gate Elite guys, that's on sale.
You guys are so fucking excited for us to fucking stream, man. We're gonna be the greatest.
We're gonna be the new XQC.
Yeah, I think more so. I don't think anyone would watch me for my gameplay because I fucking suck at video games. But I want my main appeal to be the shit I talk about. I want to talk about a bunch of different shit from all over. You know, it would be very.
Well, I mean, as with our podcast, nobody listens to our podcast for the.
Oh no! So yeah, it's just as justified to start a Twitch stream as it is to start a podcast that no one watches. You know, like.
I think, honest to God, this podcast, managing a Twitch channel is probably a whole lot easier than managing this podcast. And managing this podcast isn't even really that difficult.
You don't gotta edit shit. You just start the stream, fucking play video game, and talk, or don't. It's your choice.
Or don't.
Or don't.
Talk or don't.
Yep.
There's our tangent.
Killer Bean.
What we talking? Oh. All right. We're done with Soul Eater. Well, hold on. Before we start on this, I'd like to talk about Death Note just really quick. I've started rewatching Death Note. Don't sing that opening. That's a terrible opening.
Okay, I'll do the other one.
That one's a lot better. I've started rewatching Death Note. It's a great show. I think it's like the most watched, if not one of the most watched anime.
It's extremely popular, yeah.
Yeah, sure. And it's understandably so, because the best way I can describe it, it's like the Breaking Bad of anime. Honest to God, the show is genius.
I definitely am going to watch it in the near
It's very good. Light Yagami, a high school kid, he gets to Death Note, and he's not the most mentally stable person in existence. He's a genius.
Not the best person to get a note where you can kill people with it.
Yes. So, but he's a genius with it. He's essentially like Walter White, but except he's 18. So, you know, he has very elementary ideals of what justice is, and he's like, I am justice, so I'm gonna kill every criminal.
Yeah.
And you know, there are more people that come into it. Ryuk, he's good.
He's the big guy. Yeah, the Willem Dafoe.
Nope. And then the movie, yes, which I might be covering the movie next episode, honestly.
Oh, then I will watch it. I need to watch the anime first, though.
I might force myself to watch that again. So my issue is, I watched the Death Note movie, I think like shortly after it came out. And I had not seen... Okay, well that was a little bit after then. Yeah, I don't think I watched it in 2017. It was probably like 2018. But I had not seen the anime at that point. So I just watched this movie and I was like, wow, this is a terrible movie. I really don't want to watch the anime. But no, the anime is great. I think my favorite character is probably L, the detective guy.
Everyone loves L.
the issue is, I'm gonna have to send you a picture, and maybe you can put it up in post or something like that. But there's this picture that I found of L or XQC sitting the same in the same
Oh
position
my
as L,
fucking god.
and he has like his knees up, holding his knees in front of his laptop. It's awesome.
Oh,
But
I want L to be dubbed by XQC, and if there's ever a new dub,
just
you fucking rat.
no, but the issue with L is like you really feel like I guess he's sort of the antagonist, but in reality,
Well, he's the antagonist in that like he like creates
he
obstacles
opposes
to like
the main
protect.
character.
Yeah. He's not a villain
But
necessarily.
in my opinion, Light is the antagonist of the show.
Oh yeah.
Like you feel for him sometimes, but like he's not the greatest person ever. And also, an attempt not to spoil this. Essentially, he gets a girlfriend, and I'm pretty far in the show. I think I only have like 10 episodes left, and there's 37 episodes, I believe. He has gone full like wife beater mode.
Oh no.
He's just screaming at his girlfriend like all the time. He's like, just shut up and do what I tell you.
Damn.
But you know, with L, it's really sad. He's such a sad kid for reasons that I can't explain, but like he says there's this one line to Light, and he's like, I think you're my first friend that I've ever had.
Oh,
and then
wholesome 100.
And then Light, like, he's like, when he's finally overcome L, or whatever you want to say, he's like, why do I feel like this? Why am I so sad? I feel empty.
Dang.
Like, he misses L, dude. And there's a scene that it hints at them like being gay. Like, they went outside in the rain.
Gay in my anime?
They went outside like in the rain to talk to each other or something like that, and they come back inside, and L starts giving Light like a foot massage, and he's like, I figured it would help you feel better. And Light's like, God, I hate you. I just want to kill you. And then he looks, and then he like brings up his towel, and he starts like drying off L's hair, and he's like, your hair looks wet. Let me help you.
Look, hey, John Travolta would argue that that's a very sexual act. It's a very intimate act, more intimate than sex, even.
Yeah, more intimate than sex, even.
It's not even the same fucking game.
It's not even the same fucking league. Not even the same stadium. But no, Death Note's it's a great show. I think honestly, like when I think of Death Note, like it's one of the highest ranked shows for me, but it's not one of my favorites.
Not
favorite. Like, it's not one of my favorites, but it's still a really good and enjoyable show. It's extremely entertaining to watch. Like, it's like this game of cat and mouse, but like a lot of the time you don't know who the cat and who the mouse is.
Yeah, right. I'm definitely gonna fucking watch it though. Probably the next time. I just noticed something.
Oh?
We're on episode 10.
Oh, hey!
Hey!
Thanks for keeping up. Maybe we should record a message to put at the beginning or something after we probably should. Yeah. Thanks for listening, guys.
Yeah, thanks for whoever the fuck is listening.
Thanks all 4 of you. I don't even.
No. So speaking of
speaking of anime, Killer Bean.
No. Speaking of high 300 IQ cat and mouse games, we have Killer Bean. So for some fucking reason, we decided to sit down and watch this because the full movie's on YouTube, and we were like, why don't we just fucking talk about it on the podcast?
This movie is a cinematic masterpiece.
It's phenomenal, dude.
Dude, I don't know how, but this is a genuinely good and fun and entertaining movie to watch. Dude.
Well, it's partly because, okay, so sometimes the action, like some of the shit they come up with the action
action is actually like unironically cool.
Can sometimes be pretty cool.
When he alley-oops with a grenade.
But it's also sometimes like just kind of funny, like the way that their ragdoll bodies move around after they're knocked out
with the baseball bat.
That is, I might as well play that in the fucking the video. Someone's getting laid off. Ragdoll falls out the window. And then the next bean the guy knocks out of the window, he
And
fucking
it
goes
doesn't
like,
show the body.
something about
The
social
body's gone.
security.
The body's gone.
It's just it's just gone. I mean you know what I the fucking plot was like, I don't know why, but it was like weirdly engaging. Like the whole shadow agency thing,
Yeah.
is pretty fucking crazy.
What I don't like is the racist caricature.
Yeah.
What was his name? Jet Bean?
Something
Which wasn't that a parody of like Jet Li?
Li or something.
Yeah.
That the most lazy caricature like ever. Like
His voice was they I can't tell if he was intentionally trying to be racist.
yeah, and you got like the Hispanic cartel beans, you got
Language you can understand.
and then he just says some racist ass
And then he
shit.
just-
And it's like, what the fuck?
I know.
It feels
But
like a very like outdated like 80s movie where they drop some really weird racist jokes, but it's still like weirdly fun.
It feels like it's dated, but it's not. It came out like 2 years ago. And there was
frankly, it's
there
ahead
was
of
an
its time.
originally one. I only found one other one, and it was Killer Bean 2 from 2004.
Yeah,
I want to know where the
really
first
old.
Killer Bean is. I want to watch the original Killer Bean.
And I hope there's more to come. You know what I'm saying?
They made a trailer. They put out a trailer.
I'm excited. I hope he takes on the rest of the Shadow Agency. That was kind of implied at the end.
Yeah. The director of this movie, Jeff Liu, he's worked on like blockbuster movies. He's
Like
worked on
what?
Star Wars, Transformers, like
Are you
Mission
fucking
Impossible.
kidding me?
Yeah. Hold on, let me pull this up. Let me
see. Let me see this man's fucking IMDb page. You gotta be.
Jeff Liu.
This can't be true.
Jeff Liu. What has he worked on?
Oh wait, hold on. Let me go to Killer Bean. Killer Bean.
Let me see.
Forever.
Yeah, No, Jeff Liu.
Oh, it came out. Oh, Killer Bean Forever came out in 2009.
He did it.
Yeah.
Okay.
My boy.
He's
Jeff
worked
Liu.
on
What the fuck?
X-Men, The Matrix Reloaded, Tron Legacy. Hold on. Transformers Dark of the Moon.
No.
Transformers Revenge of the Fallen. X-Men.
Percy Jackson.
He doesn't.
Tron Legacy.
Exactly, dude.
Holy
two
shit.
Transformers movies.
Are you fucking kidding?
Dude, Jeff does it all. Jeff does it all.
Jeff does it all, man.
I don't know how he pulled it off again.
I did not fucking know that, Caden. Thanks for looking into this man's career.
Enter the Fist.
Oh, his best film.
His best Underworld Awakening.
The fuck?
Looney Tunes back in action.
This motherfucker who's making the racist Asian caricatures is working on fucking. Oh well, you know what? You know what? It actually kind of makes sense now when you connect it to the Transformers movies.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
And what's racist about the Transformers movies?
Oh, you have to go back. I'd have to go back and look, but I just remember there being some pretty bad shit in there.
Come on, Michael, you can't be doing that.
Michael's he's a fucking hustler. He's a swindler.
Is he?
I'll tell you what.
I remember going to see Michael Bay Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Wait, he wasn't the one who made that. That was him, right?
That was him, yeah.
That was, dude, Michael Bay Teenage.
And it had a terrible tie-in song. It was like, knock, knock, you about to get shell-shocked.
They made their own song for it. That's like the equivalent of like the Pitbull song from Aquaman.
Oh, Ocean to Ocean, baby.
Ocean.
Oh yeah, Dale.
Oh.
Pitbull's the fucking greatest. What do you think? So I
What's your
don't know. Just talking about the fucking Pitbull.
Well, no, I thought that was what you were gonna ask me.
Oh no. Okay. What do you have you ever seen the 90s Ninja Turtle? Have you seen any other Ninja Turtle movies other than Michael? Because the Ninja Turtles were my childhood, man.
I watched this past Father's Day. What was it? I guess a week ago today. A week ago tomorrow, whatever you want to say. Last Sunday I watched the what was it? The 80s.
The 80s.
The movie.
Oh, I think it was 1990.
Was it? I can't tell. The one where they're just like it's very clearly people in costumes, like they're
Oh yeah, man.
animatronic mouths and stuff like
Yeah.
that. Dude, that movie, let me tell you, that movie is that's something, and I don't even
Feels
remember
hard.
half of it. It does, honestly. Like,
You know that I remember being like a kid watching that movie, and Raphael says, "Damn," and I'm like, "Oh
I
shit."
remember I was watching. I was watching that. And my mom was like, "What did he just say?
What?
What did Raphael just say?" And I was
I
like,
just love the
"This
idea
was
of
the 80s.
Ninja Turtle saying "damn" and your mom go like, "What did he just say?
What the fuck did he just say?"
The
What
fuck
the
you say to me, you little shit?"
Dude,
Uh,
it's the equivalent of Shadow in the Sonic game saying "damn."
I think the Ninja Turtle movies do a good job of embracing the silliness of Ninja Turtles as a concept, despite the fact that the original comics done by Dark Horse Comics is actually dark as
Those really
fuck.
dark.
They
Yeah,
are, yeah. I never read them, but I heard they're really fucking dark.
man. The
I'm
most
pretty sure
ambitious
this.
crossover was the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles X Batman comics.
Oh yes. Well, that's the thing. The '90s one partly seemed inspired by Batman, like its edginess. Like
Oh yeah.
Raphael gets like beat half to death by the fucking ninjas, dude, and he has to heal in the bathtub and shit. And like,
Dude, okay. There was an animated movie from like 2007. That's a genuinely
oh,
good movie. That
I
movie's
that
awesome.
movie banged when I was
The
a
one where
kid,
Chris
dude.
Evans plays what's his name?
Dude.
The hockey stick guy.
Oh, Casey Jones.
Casey Jones, dude. Chris Evans plays this guy with the hockey stick who just goes around at night and beats the shit out of ninjas.
That
It,
movie went so hard as a kid.
that's a genuinely good movie. I think
When
it needs to
Bro,
be on
Raphael and
Netflix.
Leonardo's fight scene was that was the greatest
Yes,
shit
dude.
ever, man.
There was
Oh
some
my god.
really good stuff. And then there was a video game based off of it called
Yeah.
TMNT. I think it was just called TMNT. And I bought it for the Xbox 360. And I remember I grinded that. I don't shit, but that game was awesome. And
Yeah.
the movie was too.
Right. Well, another scene that I thought was really fucking cool is the one where they're like on top of the building and they like hear the fucking monster and they're like, "All right, we got to go, boys." And they have like a whole action scene with ninjas and the monster. It's like, holy shit, this is actually pretty fucking. It's probably like my favorite Ninja Turtles material that I've seen like put out ever. Uh,
Yeah.
you
And
know,
I
it's like
mean, I've never really been like a Ninja Turtles fan either, but I think
right.
I've probably just seen all the properties at one point or another.
Yeah, I think I went through a Ninja Turtles phase as a kid for sure. Did you? So who's your turtle? Everyone's got a turtle. You know what I'm
My
saying? What's your
turtle?
turtle?
Dude, originally it was Donatello, but now
Mm.
my turtle is like it's Leonardo.
Yeah, Leonardo always went hard for me. Well, because it's always like you want to. He's like the leader, you know.
The cool thing about him is like he's smart, but like he's just a badass.
Yeah.
He's really quiet a lot of the time, but when he needs to fight, he'll just beat the shit out of whoever.
Hey guys, can we get a fucking Ninja Turtles anime? That shit would fucking bang. I'm not gonna lie. Like I think the only animated Ninja Turtles series I watched as a kid was the '80s one, which was pretty good, and the Fast Forward. Where they
Oh
went
yeah,
like they go to the future and shit. Yeah, that one went hard.
I really
But
like
yeah,
how we went
Ninja
from
Turtles.
Killer Bean to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Oh, dude, they need to do a crossover, man. Like
They do,
for
honestly.
real.
Jeff
Like
can make it happen.
Jeff Luke he could make it happen. Like
Dude, he can do
he's got
whatever.
connections.
He's got connections. He's got. Wait, he worked on Transformers.
Dude, Michael Bay.
Hey,
That's what I'm saying.
did it with Michael, dude.
No, well, okay, so Ninja Turtles obviously always went hard for me as a kid, but I also went speaking about Michael Bay movies through a massive Transformers phase, dude. Like as a kid. What are your opinions on each of the live action movies
So
for the
recently,
Transformers?
well, I say recently, it was like towards the beginning of the year, I think. No, this was the beginning of the fucking coronavirus. Oh my god, dude, time's warped. I swear to God. But no, I watched all the Well, I say all the Transformers movies. I got to Dark of the Moon, and I was like, I can't do it anymore.
I'm dipping. Yeah, I'm dipping.
Dark of the Moon was unpopular opinion. That's my favorite of all of them.
Okay. Let's take it from the beginning. So
Or
2007
ranking. Oh,
Transformers.
okay. That was
2007 Transformers.
2007.
Yeah. It
That's
looks really good.
That's really good CGI for 2007. Jesus
And it's like it's like an entertaining movie, you know.
Looking back,
I really like it.
that's my favorite Transformers movie. Just because I
Yeah,
think it's the
probably.
only one that one could argue is semi-decent.
The second one is fucking dog shit. Don't at me.
I don't even remember what happened. All I remember from the
They go
second
to
one.
fucking Egypt. It's like
The only
fucking.
thing that I remember from the second one is there's the racist robot. Oh, there you
Oh
go.
yeah, the racist robot. Yep, that's one
There you go.
example.
It's the
They're like
racist
little.
like World War II fighter jet guy,
Oh yeah.
and then the
And you also have
final
the two little
battle.
guys who are like caricatures of
Oh,
black youth
yeah.
or something.
And then the final battle with just in the
Devastator, the
desert.
Fallen.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
And then the third one, dude. The third
Well,
one's dark as hell. Well,
the
I
third,
already
I actually kind of somewhat like the third one.
the third one's dark as hell,
It
dude.
really is.
It's really dark. It's
like
just such. They go to Chernobyl.
yeah.
Why
And
are you in Chernobyl?
one thing I remember about that movie is Starscream gets like a really fucking brutal death by Shia LaBeouf, and I was like, oh shit, yeah, he deserved it. Starscream's a bitch.
Oh, didn't Shia LaBeouf just like put a grappling hook in his eye or
Yeah,
something?
he did shit like that.
Yeah,
And yeah.
that's why the movies. I remember, dude. Shia LaBeouf gets a gun, and I was like, "Uh-oh."
Oh
They
no.
gets a gun in that movie, and that's when you know. That's when you know shit's serious.
Age of Extinction is literal fucking
I don't.
garbage.
I don't think that's that bad.
I think it had some pretty cool character. Like, I think the dude with the literal fucking gun coming out of his face was like so
What?
crazy that I liked
No,
it. What? No. Oh my
no.
god, Mark Wahlberg fucking.
Mark Wahlberg is a dude. Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch. I swear to God, my favorite band. Art group.
Mark Wahlberg, the least believable person to be a fucking inventor and a fucking like what the fuck? Like
Somehow, in some aspects, I feel like he almost pulls it off.
okay, I'm thinking more about like Mark Wahlberg. It's like, yeah, Mark Wahlberg, what's going on, y'all? Like,
Okay.
like
Yeah, after watching like Ted for the first time, you can't really imagine it.
no, yeah, exactly. Yeah, like it had some pretty cool shit. Like, yeah, the gun come out of his face. I think the whole last final battle's pretty cool. I guess. They're like fighting in China and shit. Oh yeah, the dinosaurs.
The dinosaur.
They
Those
are
were
literally an afterthought.
those were cool, but like you wouldn't understand them unless you're into like Transformers lore.
No, yeah, it's
Like I
very
didn't
much
get it,
fan
and
service.
all like me and all my family, we were there and like we were watching it, and we were like dinosaur robots, and then I looked it
Yeah.
up like afterwards, and I was like, oh, this was like its own TV show,
Right.
like and its own line of like action figures.
Yeah, Grimlock and all those yeah. And then I never watched The Last Night. I have to
Really?
assume that it's dog shit though.
It's so long.
That's the thing. They just get longer and longer.
It's like 3 hours long. Dude, the final battle is like it's so great. I don't know how this got greenlit. Honestly, the final battle is just like again, they're trying to bring Cybertron to Earth, but they actually do it.
Yeah.
Like it actually like succeeds, and it just barely at the final moment. It's like this one. It's like literally the stakes are like
As high as you can go.
they're literally like all about to
Wait,
die.
is Unicron in the movie?
Yes,
Okay, I was about to say because that is literally the highest you can go in terms of Transformers stakes.
Unicron is Earth in this movie.
Unicron's like, yeah, he's the fucking planet dude. He's kind of, yeah, he's pretty.
Oh, so I didn't know. In this movie, it's just like it's the equivalent of how, like, in Marvel lore, like all the people from Asgard call Earth Midgard.
Yeah.
It's the that's the like Earth is Unicron.
Okay. I
They
get
only
it.
find that out because they're like big horns in Earth. And then there's this girl, and it's like at the end of the fourth one, Optimus is like, he makes his speech, and he's like,
I'm going to kill my creators or something.
yeah.
My creators.
And then he finds her, and it's just like this tiny little girl, and she has no powers other than like telekinesis and like just giving birth.
What the fuck?
And the only reason why she's so powerful is because she has like little bodyguard minion guys.
Yeah.
And then Optimus Prime turns bad.
Oh
It-
yeah, I forgot he turns into like a
yeah,
bad
he turns
guy.
bad,
Yeah.
and then he almost
Like
kills.
fast. It's like
Bumblebee.
Fast 8.
Yeah, and then he almost kills Bumblebee. And then Marky Mark's there to save the day at the end. He's like, Optimus, I'm here. And then Optimus, okay, there is a good part of this movie where Optimus just goes sicko mode and he starts killing everything.
Damn.
And that actually is kind of good. And he's like, did you forget who I was? I'm Optimus Prime.
So like, how does like the King Arthur shit tie into all this?
Oh, God.
The lore.
I forgot that they even did. All right, let me go.
Let me get out the old book.
Stanley Tucci is King Arthur in the past.
What?
Stanley Tucci?
But he was in the fourth one.
But he's in the fifth one now.
But he's King Arthur?
Yep.
How?
No. He's Merlin. He's
What?
Merlin. He's Merlin. And so Merlin he basically like he has a relationship to Earth and he can communicate with Earth and Earth robot spirit
Wait,
things.
do you mean Anthony Hopkins?
No, I don't.
What?
I mean Stanley Tucci.
That doesn't make any fucking sense. Stanley
No.
Tucci was really an asshole, like entrepreneur in the last one, or so.
You're
Not
correct.
entrepreneur. He was a businessman. I don't.
No,
He's Merlin now.
He's Merlin. I don't know why, but he's Merlin
My
now.
mind is fucked.
And basically
Already.
Merlin has like a connection, and I think it's like the Merlinians or something, and they're connected. Oh, by the way, the girl, the love interest, is somehow related to Sam Witwicky, and he's dead.
Oh, he died.
He's
Oh,
dead
wow.
in this movie.
Damn.
Well, it's that because it's like her name's like starts with a V. It's like Veronica or something. We're just gonna call it like Veronica for the rest of the movie. It's some really white name.
Yeah, right.
And it's like you're the very last Merlinian. And then also it has Sam Witwicky there, so I suppose that means he's dead.
Oh, okay.
I think there's some really intricate theory of how like he went brain dead or something like that.
Don't. I remember seeing a shot in the trailers. Did they ever go back to Nazi Germany?
Was that the fourth or the fifth movie?
It was not in the fourth one. I can tell you that.
Yeah, Bumblebee fought, but with the Nazis.
Why?
I think he was a Nazi. I'm pretty sure that's what it was.
Bumblebee was a Nazi.
I think that's what it was. Either Bumblebee was a Nazi or was fighting against the Nazis, but I feel like I remember, yeah, because he was a Volkswagen Bug.
Wait, so did they time travel or?
No, they've been there the entire time.
But wait, but they came to Earth.
Here's the thing. Here's
Oh
the back.
no! You know what? You're right. Because in the first movie, Shia LaBeouf finds him. I forgot about that.
Bumblebee was sent as a scout for Earth.
I forgot about that. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, and so until like he finds the cube thing.
Yeah.
So it's this girl, and she's got to get the sword of King of fucking Excalibur, and she's got to do something.
Excalibur.
And then Marky Mark's there, and there's funny sex jokes, and he has a
You guys, sex, penis.
He has another. He has another child, the girl from the fifth movie. She's new. She has a robot. Just typical girl who has a little buddy companion thing who people think that that's bad, but it's not. It's really cute. God. It's just BB-8 very clearly. And they're there, and then Cybertron comes to Unicron, aka Earth. Right. And then Earth starts making islands out of its land, and they start floating, and then they're all up in the air, and there's no possible way that any of them can breathe.
This is what happens when you raise the stakes impossibly high in your series.
There's that one guy who, it's this robot, and he shoots bullets, and around the bullets, it stops time, and he's like Italian, and he goes, "Stops the time." And,
what?
And it's, okay, here, that's a pretty cool power. No, here's how it works. He shoots a bullet, and the bullet explodes, and within, like, the radius of it, it's like the size of, like, a typical, like, Transformer.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it encompasses Megatron at one point.
Oh, wow.
And so, and he always has to have, like, some little, like, Valorant-type catchphrase. It's like, "I'm going to stop the time." Time stop.
I love how it's a Valorant catchphrase now because Overwatch is irrelevant.
Yeah, Overwatch doesn't exist. But he shoots a bullet, and like when the bullet explodes, the area around, the time stops. It's frozen. Like the area inside of the little bubble that it makes, it's frozen for like a little bit. And there's this, but it's like, it's not just like a bubble and inside it's hollow. It's just like gel that you're sort of stuck in, and it stops time or something.
Yeah, this sounds like some JoJo shit, honestly. Like,
There's a really cool part where he shoots it at Megatron, and then John Goodman's character just comes up with like a fucking minigun and just riddles it with bullets.
yeah,
and then the time unfreezes, and it just obliterates Megatron.
It's got the movies have some pretty cool action, I think.
There's always good action in it.
But the humans are just so dog shit.
I think there's a part, it's either in this or in one of the past ones, where like Optimus Prime, like Mortal Kombat, so like he punches a hole and like his hand comes out the other side with like their heart in it.
Yeah, their robot heart. Yeah.
Yeah, dude, Optimus Prime he's just going insane in this movie. He's just murdering everybody. He is a killing machine. Oh, and what's that dude? Josh, I forget his last name, but he's in all the other Transformers movies, and he's back now.
Josh Duhamel.
Josh Duhamel, yeah.
Yeah.
He's back now, and he's like, Mark Wahlberg. I mean, Bumblebee. Who the fuck's this guy? We told you to go home.
Wow, the Transformers cinematic universe, it's so...
Dude,
so
they're not even focusing... Originally it was cars, and now it's just aliens.
Well, to be fair, it was always aliens. Like, even when you go back to the 80s movie.
It never to the degree that the fifth one's at.
Oh, yeah, no.
The fifth one's just so
Did you
wild.
ever see Bumblebee? Was that any good?
I watched it on a plane one time.
Oh, plane! That seems like a plane movie.
Honestly, it wasn't bad. It was a fun little movie. It wasn't bad, but it was not the same tone as any... Oh, okay.
Oh, no.
The term John Cena and Bumblebee. There's this one part where... So John Cena hates Bumblebee throughout the entire movie. He's like, I'm gonna fucking put him in the shred.
I'm just imagining him in a WWE thing where he's like, he has a microphone and he's like, Bumblebee, I fucking hate you.
At the end of it, dude. At the end of the movie, he sees Bumblebee, and Bumblebee has saved his life, right? And it's supposed to be like an unironic, like, cool part. And John Cena just stands there staring at Bumblebee, and then he salutes.
Oh my god.
Like, he salutes to, like, dead serious, just salutes, and he's playing the patriotic music. He's like, you're a good man. Or something like that. But no,
I love when Transformers movies get really patriotic, like
Optimus
Prime starts talking about liberty. It sounds like he's about to start fucking reading the Constitution or some shit.
No, but the Bumblebee movie was good. It was
up to my Second Amendment rights, even if it kills me.
But no, that was a good movie. It was
okay.
It's pretty.
Well,
it's more of like a coming of age movie, though.
Before we move on from fucking Transformers shit, we have to talk about the songs. I want to talk about the Transformers songs.
Okay.
They're as integral to the Transformers movies as anime openings are to their anime, you know?
Right. So first off, What I've Done.
What I've Done. It bangs.
That's the song that introduced me to Linkin Park, and I still maintain my belief. Not all of it, but some select Linkin Park songs are good, and you can't tell me otherwise.
Oh, I completely agree. Yeah, Linkin Park's got some good shit. Yeah, no, What I've Done goes hard. Went hard as a kid, goes hard now. I don't like it as much as What I've Done, but still a good song. I like the part where they go.
The Skrillex like breakdown part.
Yeah, break it down, baby.
Iridescent, the sad one.
Is good.
That's my favorite one.
That definitely feels like an anime opening kind of like song. And then the fourth one was an Imagine Dragons song, Battle Cry.
It's called.
I like that
is that it?
Yeah. And he goes like, "This is Battle Cry."
I swear it's another song.
And then the fifth one, I don't know what the fuck the fifth one is.
No one knows what the fifth. That's another Imagine Dragons song.
That's why it's bad. It's because nobody knows what the
Yeah,
fuck
that's why
the
the
Transformers
Transformers
5
movies are
song is. Because you can connect the songs with every movie, but like,
Oh, I was gonna say the reason why they're bad is because it was Imagine Dragons doing it.
oh,
Because they fucking suck.
shots fired, shots
Anyways,
fired. Yeah, yeah, I think I like one of their songs, but like,
they've
but
made
overall,
good.
their
They're
songs
one of
have more
those,
so annoyed me than like pleased me.
they're one of those bands that like before they were popular and like maybe like 2010 they had like a few good songs and then they got popular and then they started just evolving more and more into typical pop music.
Oh, like God, like I can't tell you how many times in my life I've heard fucking Believer. Like,
I'm
holy
so tired of it.
shit.
We had to play it in marching band.
Oh, oh, oh. Sorry.
Yeah.
Dude, yeah.
So I guess
So,
that leads us into our
so I brought up Fast 8 earlier. And speaking of Fast 8,
yes.
you guys, for the foreseeable future, Fast 9 has been delayed.
April of next year.
Audible gasp. So the funny thing about it is, April happens to be our fucking 20th episode.
Hell
And so I
yeah.
was thinking that would be our quintessential one where we review Fast 9. But it's like, hold on, wait a minute. Julius, you've only
Julius,
seen 1 and 7, you
you've only
fucking,
seen
you
one and
pleb,
seven,
you noob.
you pleb, you noob.
And we're gonna do this every month on leading up to Fast 9.
There might be a gap.
I think
That's
like
not,
I think next month is the gap. I think, I don't know. I might not be doing it right, but I don't give a fuck. We're doing it, okay? And we're gonna watch all the Fast and
every
Furious movies,
Fast and Furious
one a month. We're gonna start from 1
chronological order.
to 1 to 8 or 1 to 9, basically. But so before we get into
I
that,
mean 0 to 9.
yeah, 0. Yeah, no, pretty.
0.
You should they should call it fucking Fast 0 or something. Fast and Furious
Fast.
0, like the
Fast,
prequel,
yeah.
because it is
Dude, I don't
essentially.
know why. When they call stuff like 0, it makes it sound so much like Steins Gate 0.
Yeah, it
That's a
sounds
badass. I mean,
cool.
it has a completely different definition, but
No,
like
yeah, for sure. So we watched what is essentially a prequel for a character in the movies. Better Luck Tomorrow.
Better Luck Tomorrow. So I introduced you. Originally, he didn't even know that this movie existed.
Yeah, and that
That
Han
it was in
Solo
the
was in it.
past. Han Lee
Han
was in
Lee.
it. Han Lee was in it.
But he
Or
changed
I
his
think
name to
that's his
Solo
last
later.
name. No, he changes it to like Han Solo or something like that.
Solo, but Solo's like, yeah, it's easier to say, right?
Yeah. Um. But no, so this is one of my favorite movies of all time.
And I can see why. I think it's a very I think it's a very cool like high school crime story.
Oh yeah, it's
Where it's
okay. Here's the thing. I forgot to mention this to you. This is loosely based off of a real story
oh, for real?
about a group of high school kids who murdered another high school in like an all Asian school in California.
Man. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So one thing I like about this movie is that it's a fucking Asian movie.
Yeah,
Yay!
represent.
And it's like
Only
almost
in Tokyo Drift, and then it's racist.
the main cast. The main cast is almost like all Asian. Like I can't think of
Yeah,
any non-Asian person other than like maybe the hooker. I think was non-Asian, but
the hooker.
yeah, the
The-
hooker.
hooker. Yeah.
I really like this movie though. It had a lot of 2000s filmmaking elements to it, like the very
Oh,
fast paced
absolutely.
like shit. But I think it worked. I really liked it because I liked all the actors in it. This is recognizable faces were in there. You got your John Cho.
Yeah, John Cho, baby, Spike Spiegel, but it's never gonna
Yeah.
happen. It's gonna be terrible, but it does.
I really liked all the characters for their own individual things. Like I like the main character in that he was very just like, he's just kind of a balance
You
kind of
think
dude.
he's like reserved, and then he gets addicted to
Then
he gets addicted to cocaine.
Yep. And then he gets a little different.
Yeah.
I like the taller guy who's kind of like fuck, I forgot his fucking name.
Derek.
I really like Derek. I think he's pretty cool. He's got the whole like scholar thing going on, and I like that. You got what's the reckless one called?
Hold on, let me think. Oh, what is his name?
I don't know, the one who
He looks like Rich Brian.
yeah, the one who commits suicide in the end, which that was actually pretty fucking sad.
That was dark even for
That
this
was
movie.
really dark. Yeah. I thought he was a pretty good representation of the unhinged like young one, and of course you got fucking Han, who's just a fucking badass in general,
Yeah.
like just
One of my favorite lines is when hold on, I'm looking up his name right now. Verge.
Yeah, Virgil.
Verge. One of my favorite Han line. Han has all the good lines in this too.
Yeah.
One of my favorite Han lines is when Virgil is just sitting on his car, like laying on the top of his car, and it's like one of the first lines. Han just comes up to him and he like just slaps him across the face. He's like, "Get the fuck off my car!"
Yeah, he's just like the cool guy that like
Yeah.
fucks a lot of girls, and he's just the
He
cool
doesn't
one.
do
It's
it.
generally accepted.
He doesn't
Yeah.
care when he gets kicked out of school or anything.
No, yeah, he doesn't give a fuck. I thought it had a really nice progression in terms of story to the thing at the end.
Oh, yeah.
It definitely reminded me of a lot more like crime movies where it's like we have this big job we're gonna do, but like something goes wrong or something.
Yeah, I really like how they show at the beginning how they find the dead body.
Yeah, and I completely forgot about that, which is
That's
I think
the thing.
is good.
So did I when I was watching it at first. Yeah, they
that's
showed
good.
John Cho's body. I didn't show his face obviously because that would spoil.
Yeah, that's a good device. I feel like is like leaving this thing in the back of your head, and when it comes back, it's like, oh shit, I forgot about that. That's important.
This one isn't really car oriented.
No, it's not like the other Fast movies. In fact, I predict it's going to be
universe.
better than all of the Fast movies, to be honest.
Maybe not Tokyo Drift.
Uh-oh.
I don't know.
Oh.
We have to wait, dude. We have to wait so long.
Dude, we gotta hold out, man. We gotta hold out. I've already seen the first one, and my thoughts on the first one before we obviously talk about it again. I think it's okay. I think it's it's got some cool shit in there.
They drop a hard R in that movie.
Hard R.
They
When?
drop the N-word with the hard R.
When?
Twice, I think.
It makes sense whenever they're in a movie it makes sense when they've got race wars going on in it. Like that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. And then there's this girl.
Really bad title.
I'm pretty sure this girl like flashes her tits or something like that.
Yeah, I think there's a F slur at one point.
Is there?
Yeah, no. Oh yeah, it was at the restaurant at the beginning with Paul Walker.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it was alright. I liked it enough. And 7, I watched a long time ago, but I remember it just being fun as fuck and like
7 is
even emotional.
7 is okay. That ending is genuinely sad.
It is.
Because Paul Walker, he's dead. Like,
yeah, it has a meta thing to it. Yeah.
He died because of this movie, because of filming this movie.
Yeah.
Which that's sad.
So you have you have Better Luck Tomorrow. You have 1. You have 2, which is Too Fast, Too Furious.
Oh, that movie's great. You're gonna like that. Florida one.
Well, you told me Tokyo Drift is technically not the one after Too Fast, Too Furious, right?
Tokyo Drift takes place between 6 and 7.
Oh wow. Oh okay. So then you have what's the 4th one called? Like Fast and Furious, I think.
Yeah, it's just called.
I think it's called
Fast and Furious.
Yeah,
and then there's the Fast and the Furious.
And then there's Fast 5, which I heard is where it like gets really a lot more action kind of oriented.
It's still good.
You got Fast 6, Fast 7, and you got Fast 8, which looks fucking insane.
Oh, I can only imagine what they're doing for Fast 9.
Oh my god! Why can't they just need to go to space already? And have like space battles.
Space Wars.
I can imagine.
Race Wars.
Race Wars.
Race Wars.
Race Wars. Space Wars. You have a time travel Fast and Furious where you go through all the different movies and shit.
They bring in the DeLorean.
It's a race through time.
Yep, that should be the tagline.
There's one where they have to go to fucking they have to go to like
Life's a blur.
they have to go to medieval times and like race people on horses and shit. You know, and they'll win easily.
Yeah,
But
jousting
a
competition.
jousting.
There's just a fight scene with like Vin Diesel and like.
Oh my god, Vin Diesel beats the fuck out of a
shocking.
like it's like a Shrek type scene where like Vin Diesel beats the shit out of a bunch of knights. Oh
Yeah.
my god.
So I want to give you a little bit of a rundown on each one of the each of the
Alright.
movies, and just see what your opinions of them are. So Fast One, you've already seen it, but it's like race wars.
Yeah.
It's
There's a truck involved. There's like a fight with the truck. People
yeah,
want
really
some
bloody
person in
scene
the
at
truck.
the end. It's kind of gross, honestly, but
Yeah.
there's that one. There's Too Fast, Too Furious, which is a continuation of Fast One. It's like Paul Walker, he's abandoned the cops. He's ditched him. He's trying to race for money.
Yeah.
And then the cops find him, and they're like, we got to get you to crack down on this drug guy, and then we'll release you. Oh, he's in Florida, by the way, now.
Oh, yeah. You gotta move locations for the second, make it more interesting.
Yeah, and then he's like, well, I'm gonna bring my boy in, Tyrese Gibson, baby.
Yeah, so that's when Tyrese comes out. Okay.
And Luda and Ludacris.
Luda.
He has an afro in that movie.
Oh yeah.
So there's that, and then Fast and Furious, not to be confused with the Fast and the Furious.
Oh no, yeah, it's very different, very different.
This one is it's a little rough.
A little rough.
It's like Paul Walker. He's working back with the FBI now, and he's got to crack down on this drug lord. But also, Dom wants to do something, make money or something, and he's with this drug lord. He's racing. So they both have to race in this drug lord's race competition guy. And by the way, they still don't like each other at this point. Oh, and they drop an F-bomb in this movie too.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, Paul Walker, he's yelling at Dom. He's like, "Get the fuck in the car!"
Oh, it's brutal.
Dude, there's some brutal F-bombs in some of these movies.
I'm glad they used them.
Yeah, I think they use them in every movie. I'm pretty sure. But
I just wish they'd go for that hard R, or not the N word. The hard R.
I was about to say they do.
A hard R rating on a Fast and Furious movie.
I'm waiting.
That would go hard.
I'm waiting for the scene where Vin Diesel beats the shit out of someone.
Because harder movies can sell. Like Deadpool did pretty well.
Yeah, Deadpool was what set the precedent, I think.
Yeah.
But speaking of Vin Diesel beating the shit out of people, Fast 5.
Yeah.
Brazil now, everybody's illegal.
Oh, I was about to say that's the Brazil
back
one.
on our asses. There's this drug lord. We just want to make money in this one. So this is the ambitious crossover one with all the previous characters. And they're cracking down on this Brazilian Portuguese drug lord guy,
Nice.
and we're like, he keeps the favelas safe, but also he's a dick to everybody. And they're like, all right, we're robbing you.
Enough of that.
And
so 6 is the one where The Rock comes in, right?
5 is the one where The Rock comes in.
Oh, okay.
5 that's probably like one of the best fight scenes in all of Fast and Furious history.
Damn.
Is with The Rock versus...
Better than The Street Always Wins?
Oh, that's hard to beat. It's The Rock versus Vin Diesel. And there's this really brutal part at the end where Vin Diesel's about to just nail him in the face with a wrench because he's gotten on top of him. He has to jump. And he pulls back at the last second, and it shows that he hit the ground, and he left like an actual indent in the ground.
Okay, now you have to set Jotaro's theme to that fight scene.
All right, I can do that. Fast and Furious 6. That's the one that I hate.
Oh,
that's the one where it's like,
isn't there a tank in that one?
There is a tank. There's this guy named Owen Shaw, and he
that's Statham, right?
No,
that's Statham's brother.
It's Statham's brother.
Okay.
I forget what the actor's name is, but he's like an international terrorist, and now The Rock is friends with Vin Diesel, and he's like, I need you for a mission. Calling the boys. This one takes place in London.
Okay.
So yeah, there's all that. Tokyo Drift.
Yes, yeah, Tokyo.
Completely unrelated, except for Han is in a lot of the original.
That's your favorite one, right?
That is my favorite one.
All right.
Han is the only character that's in it. Well, I guess there is a little bit of a cameo by Vin Diesel at the end.
Ooh.
But this kid named Sean, he's living out in Cali with his mom, and his mom is like, "You've been racing. He gets caught racing, so he gets sent to Tokyo, where his dad."
It's a Fresh Prince of Bel-Air type beat.
Yes, except now it's racing, and it's in Japan, and the Yakuza is involved. So Sean's the main character's name. He pisses off this guy named DK, Drift King. They make a joke about that. They make a joke about that.
Oh, good job!
Yeah, Lil Bow Wow makes a joke about that in the movie.
Oh yeah, I forgot Bow Wow's in it.
But they're in Tokyo now, and he pisses off this DK, who his uncle is like a Yakuza boss.
Member of the DK crew.
Precisely. Furious 7. Oh god.
Banger,
Furious 7.
The one where they drive through the Dubai buildings.
Correct. That's he knows about. No, they didn't.
That was so ridiculous.
The car that they use in that is called the Lycan Hypersport, and there's only 7 of them in the world,
Wow.
and it's like $4.3 million or something like that. And when I first watched it, I got so pissed off because I was like,
"Oh, be careful!"
Those cars, and you fucking crashed it. Until I found out that they're replicas and they're not.
Yeah. They're not about to drop 8 million.
Fast 8. Oh, so.
This is the last night of the Fast movies, right? Diesel is evil.
Dom has a kid, and so he's baited into being bad.
No surprise. Dominic Toretto has unprotected sex.
Yes, that's literally what it is. Dom has a kid, and so he's baited into being bad because the villain's like, "I'm gonna fucking shoot your baby in the head if you're working for me."
So what is that like? Is that revealed? Is that revealed later?
Yes.
Okay.
This is
the reason I was being evil. This is the reason I was being evil all along.
Yeah, that's sort of spoilers, but you'll forget by that time.
Yeah.
Also, it's not really spoilers. Also, this is fucking Fast and Furious. So.
Yeah. Who's your favorite character from the Fast series?
Han, dude.
Han.
Han is such a badass. Like, he's just chilling, and then he just wrecks everybody in a race.
Okay, I'm trying to remember like
Han. Okay, Han and Better Luck Tomorrow is very different from Han and Tokyo Drift. Because it's like Harley Quinn Suicide Squad PG versus Harley Quinn rated R movie.
Yeah, right. He's a little watered down in Tokyo Drift.
Yes.
Well, so I'm just trying.
I'm trying to just a dick to everybody.
I'm trying to remember everything that I thought was fucking weird from the Fast. So doesn't one of the fucking like someone who's like part of Vin Diesel's crew, like doesn't one of them get fucking amnesia?
Yes.
They pull the amnesia card.
His girlfriend.
Oh yeah, no, yeah.
And she disappears. Well, I guess that's sort of spoilers, but you already know.
No, she gets
7.
Yeah, she
has amnesia. And she disappears, and you think she's dead for a while, and then it's like
Fast and Furious.
They pulled the same shit with Han too. They did the same thing with Han, and he's back. They
legitimately like. They could have made it a television show, and it would have had the same kind of impact, you know.
Yeah.
Other than budget, I guess, but. Yeah, but no, we're gonna be covering all the fucking Fast and Furious movies. So get fucking excited, people. These are groundbreaking films, frankly.
Honestly, I'm as much as I complain. I am pretty excited about it because these movies, like me being a car guy, I can recognize like all the cars in these movies, and it's cool.
That's nice.
But no, yeah, Fast and Furious, it's a wild ride.
Yeah, we are going to be covering the first one next month. So
next episode.
Next month, we're going to be covering the Fast and The Furious. To be
They
honest,
say
the
it.
Furious.
They say it, and the
Yeah,
movie
they do.
comes out
Yeah.
tomorrow.
And
He's like, after we were done selling drugs, life was fast and furious.
life is fat. Yeah, yeah. It all ties together, you know.
It all ties together. Justin Lin, you've done it again.
Yeah. One good quote I remember from Fast and Furious. I don't know why I like it.
The street
It's
always
from. Yeah, no, that one and where Dominic Shark goes like, "I live my life a quarter mile at a time." I like that quote. I don't know why.
He uses that in every fucking movie. So you're
Yeah,
not
they
gonna
had to
like
rehash it. Yeah.
That's his whole. That's his whole thing in the first one, and like, mi familia. You know, it's like I don't have.
All
friends. I have
the
brothers.
iconic lines. Yeah, they're just.
Yeah, it's
Will
just
forever
he's
be
all
remem-
about
Okay,
family.
so in terms of the future of this, how many more are they planning to do?
Too.
2?
They have Fast 9,
Fast 10 and Fast 11.
and then they have just 10.
Oh, just and 10's the last one?
Including 9. Yeah, I think. Well, as of right now, 10 has been confirmed.
Oh, okay.
Nobody knows what it's called.
Did you ever watch Hobbs and Shaw?
Oh my fucking god! Do I need to watch that too?
No, I was just asking if you did. It's
I
a
want.
spinoff.
I
You don't have to
honestly, I
watch
kind
it.
of want to watch that.
I kind of do too. We might do like two
Okay.
movies. We might do 2 movies one episode. Whatever Fast and Furious we were doing, and like Hobbs
No,
and
because
Shaw.
we'll have a gap. Because we can totally just fill that gap if we wanted to, unless we want to have a break.
Well. Next month we're doing the first movie, right?
I think. I don't know. Let me calculate this.
No.
Hold on.
I just did, and
Oh, okay.
next month is like 9 months from from April next year. I'm hoping, actually, I'm really hoping they don't fucking move the release date again, so this isn't fucked up.
You know what I'm really hoping is that Evangelion comes out.
Yeah, that would be pretty nice.
Yeah, that'd be nice after
I would like
8
that.
years of waiting. 9 now.
But you know what? I mean, so are they still like in production of it, or like are they done?
It was finished.
It was finished. Oh,
It must have been finished because they made.
so close.
It was supposed to come out. It was supposed to come out yesterday, like just today.
Oh yeah, no, I remember I saw a post on the subreddit that was like
It was supposed to come out
it was
June
supposed to come out,
27th.
and that movie doesn't exist.
It does, dude. They were
No, it's
finished with it.
It's
I was waiting
it's
for a trailer
never-
too. They better drop a trailer at some
never
point.
gonna come out ever. Yeah, you got those first 10 minutes of footage, man. That's some pretty good shit.
No, I guarantee you that's not going to be in the movie. Guarantee.
It's just not. It's just gonna. Yeah, exactly.
Well, look, they dropped a trailer for 3, and then none of it happened.
Right, exactly.
Fucking Q, am I right?
I can't imagine they can, like, unless they like fucking like, Ano did it for the fucking Vine and animated an entire fucking scene just to troll people.
Oh yeah, that's true.
I don't know.
Or Mari's just fucking driving an Ava with a steering wheel.
Ano works in mysterious ways. He's great.
He is.
But he
has his own
hates
website.
he hates Shinji.
He hates Shinji because it's an embodiment of himself.
It's an embodiment of himself, and that was like literally the whole fucking point of the original show. It's like,
yeah,
this motherfucker.
Hey guys, welcome back to the Evangelion podcast.
Welcome back to where we fucking suck Evangelion's dick for 10 minutes straight.
We're talking about Evangelion for like.
It's a constant thing, we like the show. We want to see this fucking movie come out. God fucking damn it.
I can only imagine what it would be like for the people who have like actually been fans since the beginning, and they've been waiting for this movie for fucking years.
Yeah, they waited on each of the rebuilds.
Yeah.
Yeah,
dude, that must hurt. That's like waiting for the new Star Wars movies to come out times a million.
Yeah, well, and that's not. And it wasn't even worth it.
Good. Yeah.
Well, for the last one was.
I like. What, we talking about Star Wars or even?
We're talking about Rise of Skywalker. I didn't favor that one.
Well,
we're diddly dodgarn gosh darn all out of topics.
Thank you guys.
That was a pretty good episode. Yeah, thanks guys. Thanks for listening.
Hey guys, be nice. All right.
Be fucking nice.
Let me tell you this. If you think, if you're racist, let me just say that. If you think that one race is superior to another, let me just tell you, you're a dumbass.
Well, Caden, I don't think any race is superior to any other race because you know what I'm gonna say it. All lives don't matter. Boom. The third impact should happen right now. Fuck it.
Fuck it. Shinji, get in this bitch.
No, but yeah,
In the
seriously.
damn Ava.
Yeah, Black Lives Matter. Fuck the police. I'll say it. I'll get fucking
Yo.
1,000 million bajillion bajillion times. So yeah, that's the episode. Yeah. Thanks for listening.
That's the episode.
Let's
Thanks
talk
for
about
listening.
that one. I feel like I'm starting to become more acclimated and it feels more natural now. The more that I do
I
it.
was like, and the next topic is
Yeah, right. It's
even
it's
better.
fun. I'll see you guys next month when we cover the Fast and the Furious and whatever. Oh, and we're gonna be covering an anime
Oh yes. Should we
by
tell them?
Trigger. That's all. You know
That's
what? Why am I fucking leaving you guys in? We're gonna talk about Darling in the Franxx.
We're gonna
Okay,
talk about it.
we're
I'm
gonna
gonna
discuss that.
rewatch it and I'm gonna cry. Oh, so I've already seen it, but I requested to Julius that we wait because I wanted to rewatch it.
Yeah,
I'm gonna cry like a bitch again.
I'm ready.
Again. Let me tell you, it's a wild ride.
I'm
It's a good
fucking
show.
ready. Thanks for whoever's been listening for 10 episodes. Thanks for listening.
We actually do have listeners. That's
Okay.
what makes me happy is that I see views. There's no way that we're all like 50 views on each episode.
I can't imagine, but you know,
Imagine. I can't imagine even listening to this podcast. What the fuck are you guys doing here?
yeah, like you guys are so.
The
You guys are in a really bad place in your life. You're so misfortunate that you come across this podcast and you're like, I'm gonna fucking listen to it. But
listen to like the fucking Misfits podcast or something.
enough with the self-deprecation. Craig, take it away.
See you guys next week.
Bye.